Broadcasting from Studio 300 on Cal Poly's campus, you're watching Mustang News.
Good morning, Mustangs. Today is Thursday, January 9th. I'm Olivia DeGennaro, and Mustang News starts now. Greek Council presidents have until Friday night to reach an agreement on a proposed party registration policy. If that agreement isn't approved, they will be placed on social probation. The policy includes a ban on drinking games, kegs, and hard alcohol at fraternity parties. It also requires any party with more than 100 people to be registered 10 days before the event. The Interfraternity, Panhellenic, and United Sorority and Fraternity Councils must pass the policy by 5 p.m. tomorrow. Some Cal Poly students will be eligible for priority enrollment next quarter. The Registrar's Office selected a group of 3,800 seniors who have submitted a graduation evaluation to take a survey on the courses they need to graduate. Students who completed the survey will get priority registration for spring 2014 enrollment.
What courses that they plan to take between now and then, because we want to make sure that there's enough seats offered.
All students will see a change to registration with the launch of Poly Planner in February. This new program will help the university plan class schedules based on course demand. It's the first week of winter quarter, and that means the bookstore is a busy place. Christina Favuzzi shows us how Cal Poly is trying to make shopping as easy as possible for students.
Back to school means back to the books. I stopped by the Cal Poly Bookstore to see how the prices add up.
Whether they are new, used, or rented, all textbooks have a pretty hefty price tag. But the Cal Poly Bookstore is working to give students the best deals, increasing rental options and offering to buy books back.
We try to be very competitive with what's out there on the online marketplace.
You can compare prices from competitors on the bookstore's website and ultimately decide where you want to buy your book from.
We try to also lower our costs so we can pass that savings on to the students. Sometimes we'll win, sometimes we just can't compete with a low-cost book.
Before school started, about 1,000 textbook pre-orders were placed online through the bookstore's website. Anya Gowdy usually buys her books online, but not this quarter.
Getting books from the bookstore because they didn't have any cheaper prices on Amazon, and it's convenient.
You'll have to do a little bit of math, and it's not the same for every book. But for this Elements of Music book, your best bet is buying it used. You'll make about 40 to 50% back on it through textbook buyback.
Cal Poly will buy a book back if it's being used next quarter, and if it's not, they'll work with you to buy it back for a fair price.
Now, if you got the wrong book for a class, you can get a full refund at the textbook refunds window outside the bookstore. And if you still need books and supplies, the bookstore will be open until midnight all week. In the newsroom, Christina Favuzzi, Mustang News.
Thanks, Christina. Well, with just 2 days left in the first week of classes, it is crunch time to buy all of your books. 2 new sets of eyes are now patrolling downtown San Luis Obispo during the day. City Council recently approved the hire of 2 new full-time police officers to monitor downtown, and the police captain says they have already seen a difference.
But with them downtown full-time, it certainly made an immediate impact. We have people that they are very aware of because they've worked in the downtown.
Officers Brent Engelhart and Kevin Waddell were brought on last Thursday to help monitor the recent increase of the most common crimes downtown. Those crimes include public urination, panhandling, vandalism, and being drunk in public. You might have passed the famous Jack House in downtown SLO, and now the Graphic Communication Department here on campus is helping bring the story behind the house to life.
I'm sending these out. I'm sending this actually to the place in Maine where Ari Jack was from.
Graphic Communication Director Harvey Levinson and publisher Lindy Singh created a team of students to work with local author Marilyn L. Darnell on her new book called Anything But Dole. The book highlights letters from several years of Robert Edgar Jack's life. Jack was a leader in developing San Luis Obispo. Students helped design the graphics for the book. The Graphic Communication Department works with people worldwide, but Levinson says this project hits close to home.
It really keeps the whole thing local. Local author, local topic, the Jack House, local university involving faculty, staff, and students.
A block this week, but it'll...
The GRC department plans to pursue other local collaborations like this in the future. Well, thanks for watching today's Mustang News. You can tune into our weekly half-hour broadcast. That's on Charter Channel 19, UHTV Channel 7, and Campus Channel 2. You can also find constant broadcast coverage on mustangnews.net. Thanks for stopping by, Cal Poly.